You're listening to Remix Radio. Your worldwide rock station.
CFMAM Productions.
Blah, 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 blah.
Oh, man. Radio has gotten boring.
Don't worry, we have a procedure for these situations.
Hey! Let's go! Let's go!
Music Lovers Radio and Freestyle Lovers Radio. Radio stations bringing back the fun.
You may take a break.
Not us.
We never take a break. We're always on. MiamiMikeRadio.com. Music 24/7.
You're in the mix. In the mix. On Classic 407. 407. Banging all the hits.
FM.
You're listening to Vibe 24/7. 24/7. Banging all the hits you love. Feel the vibe.
LMC Radio, playing music to touch your heart, and your mind to make you feel good.
FreestyleForever.com.
Latino 407, la emisora donde vive el corazón de nuestra gente.
Okay, I don't know, but I've been told when the Saints come marching in, we roll so deep that they can't believe we sold out seats to them CDs. Please don't sleep on the beat. I beat up these, still don't get it, what you keep up, please. We ain't no heroes for sale. If you bought one, better keep your receipts. Okay, I get it. I know what they thinking. We some kumbaya singing, corny Christians. Keep your dishes, buy a ticket to a concert, pay a visit. Think it's odd. We them Blues Brothers, 116 on a mission from God. I don't think they get it. I really think what they gotta do is see it to believe it. I wasn't planning on leaving them. Give me the microphone with no gimmicks. I really live it. It's authentic. I made a good note, but I don't get them. And if you ever wanna get it, we'll tell them to come and get it. I want them to, I got it, and tell them we really with them. They're thinking that I'm tripping because I'm living for more than just rapping. What is what happens when the Saints go marching in? Go marching in. When the Saints go marching in. Go marching in. When the Saints go marching in. Saints go marching in. Saints go marching in. Saints go marching in. Marching, my homies they be marching. Cake to the second letter. Oh no, pretty go-go. Them boys sold out, no promo. Said they give it 2 years, it'll go cold. But they words got 8 like Ocho. I'ma give it 300. In the street, probably wanna see us go on. But we in it, we live it, we get it. Our God gon' do what they want on. We fragrant, the aroma is that our God saves. Married to the rock and I'm faithful to take these words Beyonce. Don't it feel like we famous? But the world don't know what our name is. But heaven knows us, baby. The last book of life is that A-list, so I bow. I'm so rich and I ain't talking about cheddar, but I beg cold Christ, go and talk to the teller. Cause the checks that I get, I be cashing forever. Laugh at the same time, can the thing go? They be lacking to pay that. Think it's straight, man, we ain't lacking the thing. Back with the fake pay, by the blood of the lamb, that is paid, that is paid. Oh, when the Saints go marching in. Go marching in. When the Saints go marching in. Go marching in. When the Saints go marching in. Saints go marching in. Saints go marching in. Saints go marching in. Okay. Never break, hold up. Never break, let's go. Hold up. You said they'll know us by love. Look. Now I don't know what you've been told about us, but we gon' love them even though they doubt us. We just visiting like we some out of towners. Got them asking us how does this guy turn y'all into shouters? Like hold up, we don't really think we better. Cow is perfect, no liver, but we glad to be Cow Saints cause Pop Calvin said in them letters. We set apart for the Savior, he's led our hearts to the Mako. Forget the art that we making if we never love our neighbors. You might catch us whistling, march to the spot straight glistening. Shining cause we feel with them, you might wanna listen in. Messiah came down and he rained and he rose. Here then they go and this again. That's what makes us love our neighbors. We not get so better see. When the Saints go marching in. When the Saints go marching in. When the Saints go marching in. Saints go marching in. Saints go marching in. Saints go marching in.
Sunday, everyone. This is Little Marla coming to you from the Extreme Mix Studio and CFMAM Production. DJ Lex presents Freestyle Spotlight, the People's Countdown. Now here are your hosts, DJ Lex and DJ Noel. Nice.
All right. Happy Sunday, everybody. Happy Sunday, Noel. What's up, man?
Hey, what's up, bro? What's up? Happy Sunday to everybody. Welcome back to yet another edition of the Freestyle Spotlight Countdown.
That's right.
As what we do, we count down music every week, the newest freestyle songs of the moment, and we enjoy doing it. We have a lot of fun, and but you did start off with something very cool there, Alex. What do you got?
Yeah, it's a Christian rap song. The artist is named Andy Mino, and the track is called "The Saints." Which of course is referring to the coming of Christ. That song is based out of that. So very good track.
Pretty wild.
Yeah, very wild. He's considered like one of the underrated Christian rap artists, and he's very good.
Very good.
Yeah.
I was bouncing to that.
Oh yeah, it was good.
Yeah. No, that was very good. No, that's interesting.
Yeah.
And something that came to mind while listening to that, I just wanted to say thank you to you, Alex, because we've been working together in some form or another over the years.
Yes.
Whether I'm doing mixes, I think back to when we were just on Extreme Mix Radio just on its own and doing mixes on Facebook Live, there was no multiple stations. There was no, it was just, every so often, and so, I just, and over the years, it's been over the years, really about 6 years now.
Yeah. Yeah. About 6 years.
Something like that.
Yeah.
We've been working on pretty consistent basis.
Yeah.
Obviously Angelo too. We kind of all, the three of us kind of been working. There's been some others, but here and there, but you've been pretty consistent. So
yeah.
Just want to say thank you for not only now, but over, like I said, over the years.
Yeah.
A lot of times you put out the flyers for us, for myself, you put out, you put my mixes on your station. We did live, like I said earlier, Facebook Lives, and look, when 2023, and here we are, hosting the Freestyle Spotlight Countdown together.
Yeah. Yeah, it's something. How everything evolved to where we at now from that time on. So
Yeah, slowly but surely it kind of evolved, here and there. There was some ups and downs, some ebbs and flows.
Yeah.
But I do appreciate it because I'm just that type of person. I appreciate who's been with me from day one.
Yeah.
When I remember me and Angelo back then. We didn't have no stations. We didn't have no real,
Yeah.
And F4E gave us an opportunity. You guys, you came along literally the next day, that we got on F4E, Freestyle Forever, which is obviously one of the stations we, to this day we're working with as well. Shout outs to Carlos Gomez and his crew, everybody over there. Great people.
Yeah.
Over the years as well. But, you came in literally the next day. It was like, hey, I want to put your mix on my station too.
Yeah.
And it was just kind of from there on, we just had, we just kept working together, in some capacity or another, over the years. And here we are still, 2023.
Yeah, still going, yeah. Yeah.
Counting down the best music, the best freestyle music on the planet.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Not a bad gig.
No, not a bad thing, no.
And, thank you to everybody else also that has, supported me, supported my mixes over the years.
Yeah.
I do appreciate it. Like I said earlier, at F4E, Carlos Gomez, he was the first.
Yeah.
And and over the years, I mean, obviously, there's just it's been a bit of a ride,
yes.
But I do appreciate it. So, and here we are on Freestyle Lovers, Music Lovers Radio, with on Racer's platform.
Yes.
And we'll just continue to evolve and move forward, and try to bring people good music, every week.
Yes.
And do the best we can at what we do.
Yes.
So that's all I got for right now, Alex. What are we doing?
We got legendary DJ, producer, recording mixer. The legendary Tony Moran is going to be with us tonight. It's going to be awesome.
That is right.
Yeah.
The legendary Tony Moran.
Yeah.
Finally on the show.
Finally, yeah.
After, I know we've been trying to get him on forever.
Yes.
Been over the years.
Over the years,
I know that his name has popped up on many occasions, and it was very difficult.
Yes.
Very elusive to get Tony.
Yeah, he's very, very hard because he's very busy. He's a very busy man. He got all this.
Oh, absolutely.
All these type of music, so
Well, when people refer to you as the legendary Tony Moran, then it's kind of hard to get a hold. Yeah. Shout outs to Willie Valentine for making that connection for us.
Yes.
With Tony Moran. So obviously he worked. He produced his new song, "Hurt So Bad," which is, as of last week, I believe was number 3.
At number 3 last week.
Am I correct? Yeah.
Yes, that's correct. Yeah.
It's a really good song, and we're excited to have him on. So for those of you who tuned in for that, we do appreciate it.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. He's going to be with us a little bit down the line in the show, a little while from now.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, what do we have? Actually, no. Before we do that, Alex.
Yeah.
How do we vote?
In order to participate in voting in the countdown, you must have a Twitter account. Follow Freestyle Spotlight on Twitter. Every tweet and every retweet that you do on the show gets added up for next week's show. And if you are, if you're not able to get on Freestyle Spotlight on Twitter, you can vote us in on Facebook. Just inbox me or Noel, and we get your points then, and we can add them up for the next show. If you're a DJ, a producer, or artist and want to participate, just contact me or Noel, and we'll put you into our DJ voting group as well. So
Yeah, and then Instagram, Messenger, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, just get to vote in.
Yeah.
But wherever you want to vote for, just as long as we know it's you let us know it's legit. You say, hey, I want to vote for this artist, that, or we'll count it in. So don't worry about not having a Twitter or not having a Facebook. There's different ways to to get a hold of us. Tag us on Facebook. Whatever. Tag us on Instagram. And if you're a radio station or any other type of medium that is looking for for programming for on Sundays from 5 to 7 p.m. Eastern, and you're interested in putting a Freestyle Spotlight Countdown on your programming, just let us know. Myself or Alex.
That's it. Also, for those that have new music, you can submit it to me or to Noel, and we'll take it out and have it debuted for the following show, and we let the fans decide whether the song gets on the countdown.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, just let us know you got a new song. Send it to me, djnoelnice@gmail.com or Alex.
Yeah.
We'll listen to it. We'll talk about it, and if we'll give it a shot. If it's a good song, we'll give it a shot. We'll put it on. We'll debut it, and let the voting take place after that, and
that's it.
Hopefully, it makes it on the countdown, and we can we can play for people every week.
Yeah.
So that's what we do.
So,
all right, what do we have for number 10, Alex?
All right.
What are we doing at number 10?
All right. Oh, this is a nice one. Coming in number 10, making her first appearance in the show, brand new to the countdown.
Oh.
Is Jenny Liz with Falling For You.
Jenna Liz, Falling For You. All right. Coming in at number 10. Not bad, not bad.
Let's go.
Shout outs to Jenna Liz. You made it on the countdown after last week's debut. See, that's why voting is important.
Yes,
Let's go.
is. Let's go.
Stop, I think about you all the time. Your eyes, your smile, haven't seen it in a while. I miss your touch, I need you so much. Why did you leave me? Where did you go? Can't live without you, I need you so. Dreaming of you and what we could be. I need you, baby, come back to me.
All right, y'all. And in number 10 this week in the countdown, that was Jenna Liz with Falling For You. Coming in number 9 this week, we got a double dose at number 9. We're going to separate it from A and B. At number 9A was number 10 last week, making its 26th appearance in the show. At number 9A, here's Karina with Take Me Away, the New Era remix. right, y'all. Number 9A this week in the countdown. That was Karina with "Take Me Away," the New Era remix. Come in number 9B, the other half of the tie, making its fourth appearance. It was number 4 last week. And number 9B, here's Karina with "Don't Take Your Love." All right, at number 9 beat, that was Karina with Don't Take Your Love. Incredible how at number 9 spot we get a double shot of Karina. Awesome. Coming number 8 this week in the countdown, making its 18th appearance in the show, was number 9 last week. So it moves up one spot. At number 8, here's Rebecca with Enough. All right, show number 8 this week in the countdown. That was Rebecca with Enough. Coming in number 7 this week on the countdown, making its 7th appearance on the show, was number 8 last week. At number 7 here is Luis Guaveras with Rescue Me. All right, y'all. Number 7 this week on the countdown. That was Luis Guaveras with "Rescue Me." At number 6 this week in the countdown, making its first appearance in the show, brand new to the countdown. At number 6, here's Julio Mena with "The Same."
The other day, and told me that you two were holding hands, and for a fact it wasn't me. Now right away I said this couldn't be you, girl. There's no way in this world that you would play this game, but if it's true, baby girl, that's cool. I got something just for you. I'm not anybody's fool. Got me in my feelings right now, but I promise when I get through this, I'll never be the same. 'Cause what you did is unforgivable. I just pray that this new one that you have will do you the same. Do you the same? Do you the same? I'm driving through the city thinking of your lies. When you promised me I was the only one, I gotta tell you, girl, you got me good. You are the reason my love just died, baby. You must have thought I was a clown to think you could pull the wool right over my eyes. The shame of you. You think that you're so good. You're a fool to think that I would've never known. You got me in my feelings right now, but I promise when I get through this, I'll never be the same. 'Cause what you did is unforgivable. I just pray that this new one that you have will do you the same. When I get through this, I'll never be the same. 'Cause what you did is unforgivable. I just pray that this new one that you have will do you the same. Ooh, never gonna be the same. You do the same. You do the same. Never gonna be the same. I'm never gonna be the same.
All right, y'all. Number 6 this week in the countdown. That was Julio Mena with "The Same." Man, that's a dope track. Noel?
Yeah, no, I like it better. I gave it a better listen, and yeah, it sounds pretty good. I think when I heard it the first time, I maybe I wasn't completely there at the moment, but yeah, I like it now. It's pretty good. You know, and it's debuting at number 6.
Yeah.
Obviously, you know, there's other people that think pretty highly of it.
Yeah.
And you know, Jenna Liz coming in at number 10. You know, entering the countdown. You know, so both of them made it. You know, both debuts from last week made it on the countdown.
Did,
so that's really nice. You know, she's at number 10 with "Falling for You." We had a tie, Alex.
That's right, a tie.
At number 9.
Double dose of Karina.
The funny thing, a double dose of Karina at 9.
Yep.
So, yeah, that's pretty interesting. I don't think that's ever happened.
No,
you know?
I don't think so. Yeah, no.
I mean, we've had ties before, but not the same artist.
No,
yeah.
No, yeah.
Not the same artist, so but "Take Me Away" and "Don't Take Your Love." So that's pretty interesting. Rebecca moved up a little bit. She moved up to the number 8.
Yeah.
You know, Luis Guaveras with "Rescue Me" at number 7.
Yeah.
So that's a really good song too.
Yes.
So far we've had 6 pretty nice songs. You know.
Yeah.
But that tie at number 9, that's kind of funny because that's never happened like that.
No, it's never happened. Yeah.
But it's cool. It's a cool thing.
Yeah.
It's cool. But a lot of things have been happening on the show that never happens.
That's true,
lately.
Yeah,
So
it's true.
it's been happening lately. So that's pretty interesting. Well, real quick though.
Yeah.
Just a quick shout out. The stations.
Yes.
F4E, Wepa FM, Boricua Posse Radio, Classic 407, Latino 407, LMC Radio, Miami Mike Radio, Freestyle Lovers, Music Lovers, and obviously Extreme Mix Radio. Everybody listening. If I missed anybody, I apologize.
Yeah.
Everybody listening on the stations. Everybody right now in the chat room, having a good time, chatting it up. You know how it goes.
Yeah.
We appreciate it every week. Coming in, ending your week.
That's
weekend,
right.
I should say. Excuse me.
Ending
your weekend with us.
Yeah.
For the most part, I know there's some other shows, but ending weekend with us. We do appreciate that. So, thank you to all of you in the chat room. Again, thank you to everybody tuning in the station. Shout out to every one of you. If you're on Miami Mike, if you're on F4E, if you're on LMC Radio, shout out to you wherever you are in the world listening. We do appreciate it. And let's keep going, Alex. What do we got coming up now?
Our guest is ready. He's waiting for us right now. Tony Moran.
Oh, well, let's get going. Let's get going. Let's not waste another minute.
Let's go.
So, all right.
All right, people, we're back here live on the Freestyle Spotlight. We're doing the LOF series. We got our special guest, DJ, recording producer, remixer, singer, and songwriter, the legendary Tony Moran. Welcome to the show.
Hey, boys.
The legendary Tony Moran. Let's make sure we're clear on that.
Yes, legendary. Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yes. I know your original name is Anthony Moran, but you go by Tony Moran, right? And you was born in December 2nd, 1964 in Brownsville, right? New York?
Brownsville, Brooklyn, where Mike Tyson grew up.
That's right.
Yeah.
We know from there on you did stuff with Latin Rascals. Briefly, how did Latin Rascals get together?
Well, I was working back in the 80s. I was working at a record store because I didn't have any money to buy records. So I went to a record store and asked them if I could work there part-time after school to pay for my music.
Okay.
And the record store was called Downtown Records in New York. And it just wound up being that the place I chose had a lot of DJs that were at a very, very high place in New York City clubs. And so that included Bonds, which was a famous club in New York that played all kinds of different music. And as I was there back in that day, when you was selling records, they had a turntable, and then songs would come in like imports and stuff, and I would play them on the turntable to let people check it out and see if they'd be interested. Albert Cabrera happened to be one of the customers there, and just talking and hanging out, listening to music. It's only a matter of time before I was going to ask them if they could hear my mixtape, because I love my mixtapes. It just happened to be he was the same kind of person. So on one day in the store, we were playing each other's mixtapes on cassette, and then we started talking about, how'd you do that? How'd you blend 3 or 4 songs at the same time? And where are these edits coming from? And it wound up being that he was doing edits on pause, and so was I. And we were listening to each other's stuff in a record store without any customers there, kind of like, when things are going slow. And I was like, I see something. There's just so many similarities in us, and he was feeling the same way. Held on to the tape, continued working in a record store. On one occasion, the program director of the main radio station in New York City that was playing dance music was called WKTU in New York City. And I mean, I was just young, you got a lot of spirit, you got a lot of courage when you're young. And when the guy came in, I gave him his imports and songs that, were like not everybody could get easily. And then I asked him at the end if he would listen to my mixtape, which was a combo of Albert Cabrera, who's the other Latin Rascal, and myself. And he's like, where'd you do this at? And I was like, and I did it at home. He's like, you need to put this on a reel-to-reel because I'm going to play it on the radio station tomorrow. And the Latin Rascals were born that day. They played on mixtape. and they got like thousands of phone calls over the next few days to play those guys, and ever since then, we just all of a sudden we had 3 shows a week, and then 5 shows a week, and then it became like this thing, you know. Whenever that, I don't know how it happens, but when you become it somehow. And we just followed up. We did a second mixtape, third mixtape, fourth mixtape, and then we're like 20 tapes in. We couldn't work anymore because we were just doing that all the time. Yeah. And then people started listening to our show that were not just listeners at lunchtime. It was other music producers like Bruce Springsteen's producer and Diana Ross's producer and Cyndi Lauper's producer. Yeah. And they were like, we want those guys to work on our tracks. And that's when I worked on Cyndi Lauper, She Bop was my first song, and Diana Ross, Swept Away, second one. It just kept happening. Everybody assumed that we were older and that we knew how to work everything because we were doing all this stuff that was like blowing people's minds at that time. Wow. And I go into a studio and I'd be like, what the heck is this? This is not like a reel-to-reel that I got for like Radio Shack, like $100. But we stepped up. You get a chance, and I was like, I'll figure it out. Let me do it. Both
you guys definitely
awesome. Yeah, you guys are great. Yeah. I was a regular listener when you had your show on KT all the time.
Thank you. I mean, those are memories that I will never, even if I lose all of my marbles, I'll never forget the feelings of, oh my God, like people are actually listening to us. Yeah. Instead of saying like, no, thank you. I mean, letting somebody hear one of my mixtapes was like me, like, trying to wipe somebody's windshields over at a traffic light. They're like, no. Yeah. But that's the work, man. And you put your heart in it, you take risks.
Awesome. All right, let's move ahead with your career as a big DJ and producer. In 2007, you had a #1 hit with the U.S. Billboard with Hot Dance Club chart, with twice with Walk Away and featuring Christine W. and Keep Your Body Working featuring Marshall Walsh. You had big hitter vocalists on it. How was that? How did you conceive that?
Well, because of my experience working on a lot of edits for people, these producers like Arthur Baker, for example, and Nile Rodgers, who's a producer of Chic, like they would be working on their sessions and they would ask me to be in the studio so that I could start suggesting the parts that I would need to put the breaks in it and the intros and stuff like that. And so it was not just the producer, it was like the engineer, background singers, guitar players, keyboard players, and all. We were all in the same room. And so when the producers left, I was like, I got some ideas. I'm starting some stuff up. And they're like, we'll help you. So all those first songs like Cover Girls and like Show Me, Sapphire, TKA, those people involved in those songs were like Grammy award-winning producers and musicians that had worked on multiple projects, and they were just showing the love. They were just helping me hand it down. We're going to explain to you what's going on, what harmony is, what it means to translate your emotions and express yourself without everything screaming. But of course, I'm surrounded by all these soulful singers. I'm like, I want everything to be a gospel song. And somehow they helped me find a way to use freestyle music and to temper it, to like be responsible about the arrangement of the song. And so, and in those songs, which are the ones you mentioned, Martha Wash and Christine W., I didn't need to have a filter or bars or, I didn't need to have a volume button. I just wrote those songs and I wanted to be expressed like that, like it's coming from heaven.
Awesome. And next thing was that you have a total of 7 #1 hits on the Billboard Club Dance Songs music charts in the United States. That's awesome.
Yes, I've actually been credited for about 200 #1 songs on Billboard, and those were the songs that you mentioned are the songs that came out exclusively on my own music label, which is called Mr. Tan Man Music. And so I have an independent label, and I chose to pay for and make and work along, was investing in myself, and all of those songs went #1.
Wow, that's great. You also went on to work with Michael Jackson, Madonna, George Michael, Mariah Carey, Whitney Houston, Cher, Selena Gomez, and many more artists, man. You got how was that experience working with all those artists?
You know, it's like, time goes by so fast when you're in the moment. And next thing I know, I'm like 100 records deep and, go records on the wall and all of these accolades. But it was just, once you're in that groove, it's almost like there's no stopping you. You're just on the next one.
Wow.
You're not worried about sleep. You're not Rihanna and then Madonna and then Michael Jackson and Celine Dion. I mean, it sounds really weird, but it's just like many of those people were in the studio listening to their stuff and what I'd be doing, and they were very, very giving about having that trust for Albert Cabrera and myself to take it somewhere that we were specialists at.
Yeah, you guys are phenomenal. I mean, you guys, everything you touch is like, wow.
Yeah, it was.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Thank you. We just had people supporting us. We didn't even know why, but we just had to accept it. It's like, make the most of it and appreciate it, and then pay it forward and pass it on.
Oh, your work is what.
Yeah.
I mean, it spoke for itself. I mean, that's why you're sitting here today, and everybody wants to have you on their show. Everybody wants to interview you. Everybody, because that's just the reality. Tony Moran, obviously you're part of, you guys, you and Albert were, legendary, producers, and
I'm honored to tell the stories because you guys and the opportunity to release new music, especially in the freestyle genre, just kind of like, it was like
and your new song,
photo album. It was just, it was the first chance I've had to reflect upon it and then think about it and enjoy the memories and enjoy the challenges as well. It all needed to happen that way.
All right, next thing I'm gonna ask. December 2016, you were named 92 most successful dance artists of all time. I can imagine now you're a little higher than that than 2016. Is that correct?
Yes, but like in the scheme of things, out of the billion people that are on this planet, only 100 are selected to be in the greatest dance artists of all time. So sometimes just to be on the list, is just in itself, it's like wow. And I'm on there with Diana Ross, and you're on there with Nile Rodgers and Michael Jackson and all these people. And and at this point, I'm happy to be in my own skin, but I just really feel like a DJ and a producer. But they took your entire body of work, which included working with Run DMC and the Fat Boys and Cover Girls and the remixes and all of these artists. So I was just happy to be on the list because there's no 101. There's no 5,001.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, very exclusive, and obviously to be named along with all those. I mean, it doesn't get any higher than those, than those legends. I mean, you're right up there with them.
I
just had billions of people, and only 100 get picked.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I mean, I was like, wow. So again, I'm so grateful and I'm honored, and in that particular. Getting selected to be inducted into that, I have to appreciate everything I've ever done. The edits that people didn't appreciate, and one interviewer, like Rolling Stone magazine, is saying these Latin Rascal edits is like midnight in Beirut, and I just had to take it like a man and be like, that's cool. You're into what you're into, but the body of work speaks for itself. That this had its place in time when it was the right time.
Yeah, definitely. I was wondering if you could share one of your stories, any other iconic artists that you've been with, like a good memory working with them.
Yeah. I mean, like, just Michael Jackson is pretty up there in being around people. When he worked on his album called History, but then at that point I had worked with many artists on Sony, which is producing Gloria Estefan and working on Celine Dion projects and everything. So I was really given this job of editing 100% of his album. And when you're in a project with Michael Jackson goes to the meetings with 30 other people that have their own role, producers, overdubbers, remixers, and so I was like in this room, and they might be in a room with Michael Jackson, and he's there like giving me comments about an edit and saying, I think I'd like the intro longer, Tony. And I'm just like, Michael Jackson just said, I think whatever he could have said, like flush the toilet, it didn't matter.
Wow.
You know, I'm like, he's talking to me like this far away.
Yeah.
And everybody's quiet in the room, and at that, just like the impact of that was like 10.7 on the Richter scale of emotions to, you know, because if he never spoke to me, I still was in the same room with him. I could be totally grateful that that happened.
Yeah.
But then for him to say something and me do the job for him to approve it. And when I did that, he actually, the History compilation, which has all of this music by him, he did a song called History.
Yeah.
And as like a thank you, he called the remix I did for him, Tony Moran's History Lesson. So all around the planet, there's a Michael Jackson song where he's never used a name, that the name of the mix, it's not a remixer credit. The name of the mix is Tony Moran's History Lesson. I was like,
wow.
Like, oh my God.
We have to hear that.
Yeah.
We definitely have to hear that.
Yeah, definitely,
yeah. So to me, this is just an example of people that, regardless of where you fall into the formula to get from idea of a song to the finished product, that the highest level of you that you can be as an artist is to respect all of those that were involved, you know, and take the time out as if the time becomes available to you. And to me, that would make me want to work on a Michael Jackson all night long without me complaining about not sleeping.
Wow.
Yeah, I can imagine. Absolutely. Yeah. Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, you're just like right there, and Michael Jackson's like, "Hey Tony, you know, I like this bar a little longer, this or that, you know," and it's like just natural, you know. It's like I can imagine. I mean, I can imagine you yourself in that moment, like, wow, you know, it's like you just, you know,
and having a voice, I'm like, yes, Michael, I could do that. I didn't even know what the question fully was at that moment because he went to talk to me. Like, you know, obviously I'm a fan, but I just didn't, I had to keep it together because I didn't know how it would react. But actually, I'm sure a lot of people there also felt the same just because of just what everybody respect Michael for. It's just like a lot more than the average amazing artist already.
Yeah. All right.
Keep in mind, though, Tony.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Noel. Go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say, keep in mind that I can imagine a lot of people feel the same way when they speak to you in person. You know?
Yeah, and
you may not see it. You may not see it that way, but that's the reality. You know, there's. You may not think. I mean, you know, you once upon a time you sat next to Michael, but I'm sure somebody sat next to you and was like, man, I'm right here with Tony Moran. You know, he's talking to me. He's, you know, whatever. So just know that
amazing. And I do my best to show my appreciation. Like, thank you, because I could not have happened without you going to buy that 12-inch or tuning into the radio station or telling your friends, like, yo, you got to check this mofo out.
Yeah.
You know, and that's just the way I've been doing it since the day. When I listen to new music and I hear something special, I'm like, yo, did you check this out? You know, to whoever I may have applied to. And so, I don't know. I mean, I don't think I ever grew up that way. I just am into what I'm into, and I'm expressive. I have no reason to be extra cool, because when I love it, and I just share it. You know, at least I try to be that way, where I'm not letting things that I've done affect everyday me. You know what I mean? To like to take a step back from it. I'm in it.
You're a humble
I'm
person.
A DJ.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. And I still love to dance. I go on that dance floor. Whoever amount of people are tapping me, I just go right to the middle. If you want to say hi to me, you're gonna have to go walk through all those people. You know.
Before Alex goes on to the next question, I have a question. Not my question, but this is actually from from my I call him my brother. He was our former host here at the show, Freestyle Spotlight Countdown. I'm sure you know him, Angelo Michelli.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Or at least, yeah. So he would like to know, and I spoke to him on Monday about this. Literally, he would like to know, when are you going to come up to Toronto, Canada, to play for the crowd, for the LGBTQ community up there, who, to them, you're an absolute legend, and they would love this. And he said, anytime, just let him know. He'll make the connections. It does not
connect
matter.
us together. Toronto is one of my favorite cities. I've played there several times over the years for that same event at different times. And then I guess what wound up happening is that, you know, like Toronto Pride, for instance, you know, for those Torontos in Canada, and they celebrate the celebration of diversity, and it winds up being that the weekends that fall for their Toronto Pride is the same weekend as New York Pride, San Francisco Pride, Chicago Pride, and and so it's just, after I did it a couple of times, it's just people book me for those kind of weeks. It's not every week, but they book me like a year or two in advance. Like when my agent tells me I'm like doing New Year's Day in Puerto Vallarta 2025, I'm just like, I'm like, damn.
Oh wow! So you're booked that far ahead already.
Not every weekend, as I said, but some days, like especially like the big dates, like New Year's Eve, Memorial Day, Labor Day, big holidays, President's Day weekend, Martin Luther King weekend.
And I wanted to bring that up because he didn't ask me to ask you that. I'm doing that because, you know, he's like a brother to me. Yeah. You know, and he's in the chat room somewhere, and I'm gonna tell you right now, you know, I love him like a brother. You know, Angelo, you know, I don't get to tell you very much, but you know, I love you like a brother. But I figured, you know what, we're here right now. You know, why not ask you? You know, and
I would love to go back. Awesome. So somebody just put
Angelo,
it
there
out
you go.
Message me.
There you go, Angelo.
I want to go back to Toronto.
There you go. There you go.
From the floor.
And they definitely want you there. They definitely want you there. They definitely want you there.
Tony, who was your most difficult person to work with?
I mean, I've had a few that were a challenge, I guess I got to say. But that's when, you know, you're hired as a professional. You got to be patient. I would never allow myself to work with somebody that was going to be derogatory. Yeah. You know, but I've only walked out of the room one time for someone who never really had a hit record. She just had a big budget. I'm like, look, miss, sorry. It's like, if I'm not giving you what you want, then you go need to find that person. Thank you so much. And I don't think her song ever came out. Big budget, Sony Music, and you know, that attitude is going to take you nowhere.
Wow.
So, and then all these names that I was dropping earlier, like Gloria Estefan, Bruce Springsteen, Hall & Oates, you know, Celine Dion. I mean, they don't have to be the best of anything or the most charming, but their respect for the craft and the process. Why are you going to beat down on your guitar player when he's about to play guitar on your song?
That's true. Yeah.
You know, for the most part, you know.
All right, so let's go into your new song, "Hurts So Good." How did that all come about? Hurts So Bad. Yeah, Hurts So Bad. It was written wrong here. So Hurts So Bad. So how did that project conceive, and how did that get all worked out?
Well, over the pandemic, you know, all of us had a lot of time to try to empty out their garage, to go through old music. And so, you know, I spent a lot of time. It was really hard to remain motivated. So as I was saying, during the pandemic, you know, it was in the beginning easier to try to figure out what are you going to do with your time. Clean your house, empty out your garage, back up your files, you know, try to organize some stuff. And then, you know, I just ran out of things to do. And I was talking with Sapphire, who's a really good friend of mine, She was like, Tony, this is the perfect opportunity just to go behind the mic, you know, work on a track, do something different, do something that's going to stimulate you. And then I actually took what she said to heart, and I took the cobwebs off of my microphone in my home studio, and I just started writing. Next thing I know, I'm like days into it and working on songs with her. And then this song came about by me just taking those lyrics that I write and putting ideas into my iRecorder, playing it back, only having myself in the studio because nobody could come, no engineers, no musicians or anything. So I just took my time, and then I actually finished it, because my whole goal for that month was to finish something that I started, instead of just like checking it out, listening to it, and then going to the next thing. And psychologically, the pandemic was making me lose interest because there was no end game. Do a song, finish it, promote it, put it out. But there was nothing like that going to happen. Hurt So Bad was the result of all of that. And I said, I can't be this way. I got to start something, want to finish it, and I'm going to sing it. And I'm just going to give myself that chance. And so when I finished it, I sent a copy of it to, you know, two good friends of mine, K7 and Tim Schomer. And I was totally insecure and totally paranoid, but I knew I had to let it go. And then when K played it like right away, and Tim Schomer, and he was like, yo, you got something here. And then when he said that, I was just like, he had just done Slipping Through My Hands, you know, TKA.
Yeah.
And I was like, can I let Willie hear it? You think he'd be okay with that? And then it was like, what are you talking about? You need to call him up. And then I sent Willie the song. He heard it that day. And he was like, what do you want to do? I said, I want to put it on your label because I've been downloading a bunch of the stuff that's on your label from him and his wife and remixing and mixing other people's songs. And I was like, I don't know you yet, but we're on the same mental wavelength of taking the project, taking music, putting that love on it and doing your best to make it special, you know? And he has his way of doing it, and I have my own way. And he was just so amazing to work with. And I have like this, you know, like without knowing somebody all the way through, like you have a trust, a comfort. And so we talk as writers, as producers, as artists, as label stuff. And, you know, it's just, again, he's just a wonderful person to exist in this genre of music. It really has all of the stripes to be like a general. You know, he's a good leader. He's very clear about saying stuff. And to me, sometimes I could get really artsy and I start going into adverbs and adjectives about the strings and the pads emerging and joining one with the piano chord and, you know, ethereal. And he keeps me on course, you know, to get through what we're planning on. And in this business, you really, trust plays such a humongous role because, you know, you could let your stuff go to them.
Yeah.
And I'm not afraid of failure. I just want people to endorse it that really have what it takes to endorse something or support it, you know, to see it through. It's not money, it's you know when people care, and he's a perfect example of someone that cares about the sound, the new sound coming from it, you know, the new stuff, and he respects the stuff from the past.
My next question is, do you have any idea if you are going to come up with a video to this song?
Willie and I were just talking about that a week ago, and so he found somebody for me that I might be able to do a video with in Miami, and we were just working out like the possibilities of doing that. And I think like the way I personally feel, like on the inside and the outside, that this song really, I believe in it, and I feel like I'm in a good place to express myself in this moment in time at my age, with my heart, and let people see how I still feel about it. And so he agreed 100%, and so we're in the early stages of trying to make that happen.
Awesome.
Yeah, and it's a great song. As of last show, it was number 3.
Number 3 in the
countdown.
Yes.
Awesome.
right behind
Thank
Clear
you.
Touch and 3 to the Max.
Yeah.
You know, so
Great company. Great company.
I see a battle brewing right there.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, we won't know how, you know, it'll land this week. We'll see later, but
yeah.
As of last week, it was number 3, and it jumped though because it was, I think, went from what, Alex, 7 to 3.
From number 7 jumped to number 3. Yeah.
Yeah, from the prior week. So, and I listen to that song in my head like every day. You know, it's
oh man,
that's how I know I like a song when it's
a good
just
song,
in my head and I'm thinking. You know, it makes you think. That song is one of those songs that makes you think about things. You know, it really actually. As a matter of fact, last show we came back after playing it, and I'm just like, Alex was like, "Hey, Noel, no," you know, and I'm like, I was like, you know, I was just thinking about some stuff. And we were just, you know, as we were listening to the song, it just set me on, you know, on a path somewhere. And we came back, and I'm just still thinking about all that stuff, you know. And as I was listening to your song, because it makes you think. You know, it's one of those songs that will bring out emotion in you.
Yeah.
It could go either way. It could go either way. It could be good. It could be bad. But that's where you made, you know, that's where you did your job. Whatever the emotion you bring out, that's the person individually. But you did your job to even bring out any emotion at all. So that's where that song, at least with me, that's how I see it. And it resonates in my head every day.
Will there be a follow-up to this song?
Yes, there will. And again, as I said, it's great to have, like, you know, collaborators and people in your family circle of music that are there to help you through the insecurities of following, you know, the natural way to do stuff is you put out music to put out something else.
Yeah.
And for me, when Millie and I talk, it's just like, I don't want to just let people know that I'm back. I just want to let them know that I've always loved this music. And the only way I could show you how much it means to me is by not just doing one thing and then move on, but actually doing a sequence of songs that shows my continued feelings for it, and then as well doing collaborations like with Willie and Sapphire and people, and just like continuing my love. You know, I didn't walk away from anything. I just really had other things on my plate, and like hundreds of songs later, it's so hard to kind of go back to square one. And with Willie's help, it was really, it just made sense. You know, when you start getting like a, you know, a partner at something where you just kind of, you know where they're coming from. It's like, let's do this.
Awesome.
So there is a follow-up, and it's already recorded.
Okay.
Yeah,
interesting.
And I did like 4 or 5 duets with Sapphire that I think came out great, and I love her. Yeah, you guys haven't heard the last of me.
Oh, great! That's great.
Oh, hopefully not. We definitely don't want that.
We want to continue getting more from Tony. So it's been a long time hearing you doing a freestyle track, and we're happy that you're back. So you know.
Thank you.
Coming back hard,
yeah.
That's important.
For upcoming gigs, you have something coming up called the I Survived the 80s and 90s freestyle concert. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm ready to go behind the mic, and so when the song came out, then a few people had asked me to do shows, and of course I had to do that knowing that I'm booked, like, you know, 45 weeks already for this year as to doing my DJ stuff. And so I just told my agent that I'm not going to take any more shows for now and leave room open to do, you know, to do concerts, because I want to do it. I want to have that connection with people, and I want to be able to fine tune myself as a performer today. You know what I mean? And so, you know, I'm 100% gung-ho about doing it. And the few times that I've done it in the last few years, just kind of like, yo, hey, do you want to get down and be part of this show? And I went up there, like I had almost DJing in front of a lot of people all the time. You receive a lot of emotions and from people. And when I'm doing my DJ sets, they're like 5 or 6 hours that you get an opportunity to have foreplay and get to your peak moment with them, and I have stopped taking DJ gigs like for upcoming gigs in order to give people the chance to see what dates I have open. And these are producers of events and, you know, the 8 different agents to let them know that I want to make myself available. And as of right now, between this year and next year, I have several dates. So it'll be up to them to call me, but, you know, I'm down and I want to do it.
Awesome.
And this, I survived the 80s was the first opportunity, and I must have said yes in like 5 minutes.
Wow. Will you be performing the new song at the concert?
That is to me like what I most want to have happen. And some of these shows, I understand that a lot of the producers want them to just do the songs that everybody knows them for already.
Yeah.
But it's just important for me to like let them know, even briefly, like where I'm at today. And I'd rather say I want to thank the crowd, I want to thank Brooklyn, I want to thank Miami, I want to thank Chicago. I want to be able to just give me 2 minutes at that song, and to let you know how I feel about it. And I'm hoping that, you know, producers will be very with that program.
Hopefully they will, because otherwise they're going to be missing out.
Yeah.
They're going to be missing out on a very, very good song. I mean, it is really, really good. It is really good. And I'm not saying that because you're here, Tony. I'm saying it because, and Alex can tell you, it's. I'm very particular about songs. If a song, if it's in my head at 6 o'clock in the morning when I wake up, either there's a reason for it. So whatever, again, like I said earlier, any emotions that it brings out, and it's throughout the day, and I'm thinking about stuff and stuff. You done your job.
Yeah.
You done your job.
Thank you.
That's
you
right.
know,
Yeah.
That's you know. So if you're on stage, I really, really hope that they give you 2 minutes, 3 minutes.
Yes.
Just hear you out.
Yes.
Hear you out.
To hear my story, and that's what's
because
all about.
they're not going to be disappointed. Then the next time they're going to be like, hey, you know that one song, you know, at the end, remember that one? Could you play that one again?
Yeah.
My pleasure.
Thank you. That's my dream. That's my dream.
All right, we got to get back to the countdown. Tony, it was great having you on the show. It's a great honor to have you. You're a legend to us. Do you have any words to your friends?
We're fans too.
Yeah, we're fans too. We wonder if you got any words for your fans out there.
I do. And I was like, for all the fans out there of freestyle music, first of all the music that's in our genre, I can't thank you enough for all the support that you're giving to the people from the beginning and people up to present day. And, you know, there is a future in freestyle because that's why we're loving. Well, I want to thank the fans of freestyle overall in all the aspects of freestyle, meaning people from back in the day to people in present time. All of them are important. And it gives me such pleasure to know that there's a future in our past in regards to this music. And my offering as an artist is to be able to say how much I am still committed to it, and that, you know, this genre of music has touched my soul like no other, and I'm not done yet at all. So thank you, and thank you for being so patient, and I'm in it. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thanks, Tony.
Absolutely. And I'll just briefly before you go, I want to bring back, you know, my friend Angelo, because he would have been here with us interviewing. In fact, he would have been the one interviewing you. He would have been the one giving you the interviewing you with the questions.
Yeah.
So it'll be
maybe
better
on another situation, another time. You know, that might be.
Yeah, unfortunately, he had a death. You know, I don't really want to get into it, but unfortunately, that's why he's no longer with us on the show. But it'll be, in his words, bittersweet, because he really wanted to be able to interview you. He's a huge. I mean, we're all huge fans of you, but I mean, Angelo he calls you the holy grail of interviews.
Wow.
And I call him because he's fantastic at what he does. I call him the Joe Rogan of freestyle interviews.
Yeah.
You know, I joke around with him. We call him the Pope of freestyle, the encyclopedia. This guy can tell you what happened to you when you first came out with Dance With Me. You know, whatever. You know,
Tony's much appreciated. I look forward to another moment that we can just be on the phone and just talk about stuff. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. That'd be fantastic.
All right, guys, I'm going to catch my flight. I just want to say cheers and thank you so much, and I hope I gave you everything you needed.
Yeah, thanks, Tony.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it, man. All right, take care,
Thank you so
Tony.
much. Okay, you guys have a great day.
You too.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Joe, we're back here live on the Freestyle Spotlight. Man, that was an awesome interview with Tony. It was a lot of fun, you know?
Yeah, you know what? A lot of fun, and such a humble person.
Yes, he is. Yes.
He's incredible, and the things that he told us is just like, you know, all the. I mean, we know he's obviously worked with a lot of, obviously the best of the best in all, you know, all genres. Of music, you know, but to have Michael Jackson right there next to you know,
that was a good story with Michael Jackson.
Yeah, that's crazy. You know, it's like, you know, but like I told him, you know, there's people that feel like that about him.
Yeah,
you know. Mm-hmm. And that's just how it is. I mean, he's built, you know, obviously, you know, with him and Albert back in, you know, in the Latin Rascal days. But you know, I think he himself has built a legendary status.
Yes, he did.
You know, has built a legendary status that people do feel that way. You know, when they're around, you know, fans. You know, so. Very interesting, you know, again, a lot of fun, very informative.
That's right.
Very humble person. We finally got him on. Thank you very much, Tony, for being on the show with us. We appreciate that. It's been once again, we got to thank Willie for helping us out, getting on the show. So, you know. Yeah, once again, shout outs to Willie Valentine for putting that interview together for us. And, you know, I know... Yeah, you know, and over the years, you know, Angelo and I have spoken about that. I mean, he's been wanting to interview Tony for the longest time. You know, and he's definitely wanting him to go back up to Toronto, like I mentioned, and you know, it would have been nice to have him on as part of the interview, because I know, like he said, it's, you know, it's bittersweet. But hopefully. You know, he you know, if obviously if you're listening, Angela, I know you're somewhere in the chat room there. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and you know, we definitely, you know, would have liked to have you on to interview Tony, because I know that's, like you said, that's one of your holy grails of interviews. So things are the way they are, and we understand. So, but again, we had a good time. Thank you again, Tony. Thank you to everybody that tuned in for the interview, and let's keep going, Alex. Where are we at now?
Okay. Oh, I got the brand new song from Brenda K. Starr. Always Remember.
Oh, really? She got a new one.
Yeah, she got a new one. All right.
Always Remember. All right. Well, let's take a listen.
Let's listen to it right now. Let's go.
Day when I saw your face, you took my breath away. The way you touched me, the way you make me feel. Don't ever doubt my love, 'cause my love for you is real.
right, sure. That was our debut here in the Freestyle Spotlight Countdown. It's coming from Brenda K. Star. Always remember. Dope track, had that classic freestyle flavor. Noel?
Yes, it does. It reminds me of a song. I can't put my finger on it.
Yeah.
From back in the day, and that song is badass.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Sorry, but I had to say it. That song's badass. I can see this song easily making the countdown.
Oh yeah.
Easily in the top 5.
That's right.
This song is gonna be in the countdown. I don't care. I'm gonna vote for it. I'm gonna put it in the countdown. I don't give a damn. No, it is dope. It
is dope.
And it reminds me. I'm thinking, oh, what's that? I'm thinking in my head. I'm like, what's that song? It reminds me of. You know, like I'll eventually remember. But
and it had that classic Spanish guitar in it. That was hot, man. You know.
Yeah. It is dope. It is dope.
Yes.
That's gonna be in the countdown. It is what it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is. I'm not even gonna lie. You know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, you know, we know that's gonna be somewhere next week. So
yeah.
You know, so let's just let's move on to the meat and potatoes.
That's right, meat and potatoes.
Let's move meat and potatoes of the show. Since we already know Brenda, and I'll tell you what, hold up, because you know what? The title is Always Remember. It has a very good message.
Yes, it does. Yeah.
You know, the song has a very good message, and it's true. Always remember who actually loved you.
Yeah.
You know, because people can say they love you and whatever, but the people that actually love you, always remember who actually loves you, like really love you, not just,
it's true.
You know, not just by words.
Yeah.
That's a good message. But anyways, I don't want to get too carried away with that. Meat and potatoes, Alex. What do we got for number 5?
Okay. Jumping into number 5 this week in the countdown. It was number 6 last week, and it's making their 24th appearance. So looks like they jumped one spot over, and that's Mama LeBron featuring Chrissy Ice and Mr. Woods with "Take Me Away."
I told you they're gonna be on this countdown.
Yeah.
Long before we're probably won't even be on the planet anymore. I think like the ants were already done eating us up.
Yeah.
You know, and we've been done buried. They're still in the countdown.
Yeah.
But at number 5, Chrissy, Mambo, Mr. Woods, "Take Me Away." Let's go.
Let's go.
Thais.
Let's take it to the streets.
Your love knocking me out like Ali. The essence of your presence, godly. The creme de la creme, which kid and tam talk. You don't need no other body. Take you away to the Fiji island just to hear you say, would you do the assignment? Trip you a diamond ring to find the thing. Show you why I'm the king of queens. Sing.
Channel number 5, this is gonna count. That was Mambo LeBron featuring Chrissy Ice and Mr. Woods with "Take Me Away." Man, that you were right. It's gonna stay on the countdown for a long time. You know.
That song continues to go back up in the countdown for a reason. You know. What can I say that I haven't said a million times already? Mm-hmm. Chrissy, Mambo, Mr. Woods. I mean, what a combination. You know, the production, everything. You know, the combination between. Mr. Woods and Chrissy in the video, and obviously in the song itself.
Yeah.
I mean, and to think that they met that day that they made the video.
Yeah, you know, same day.
It's insane.
Yeah,
that's literally insane.
Yeah,
you know, and to be able to mesh that well so quickly is amazing.
Yeah,
and that's a testament to why the song continues to may slip down a little bit, and then it just goes right back up. You know, and now it's back in the top 5.
Yeah.
Back again in the top 5 because it was at number 4 a couple of weeks ago, dropped down to 6, moved back up to 5, and here we go again.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
We've seen this movie before.
We've seen it plenty of times
with that song.
Yeah.
All right, so what about number 4, Alex? What do we got for number 4 this week?
All right, hold on. Here it comes.
What you got?
It just moved up one spot from number 5 to number 4. This is gonna count. C-Bank, that's right. Making her 19th appearance on the show.
You see a pattern here.
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah.
So they're both like this. They're jumping together, up, moving up back. Yeah. They're jumping back up into the top 5.
That's right. Yeah.
After dropping past, they were out of the top 5. Then they were in. Then they were out. Now they're both popping in. They're like, like sisters.
Yeah.
Going back up the top. Back up the charts.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're 5 and 4, and they're looking up at the guys saying, "Hey, we want our spot back.
Yeah,
you guys had enough time at number 1, 2, and 3. We want our spot back.
Yeah, we want our comeback.
We belong there. That's our spot.
Yeah,
get off the couch.
Yeah,
get up off the couch. All right, cool.
All right,
so C-Bank with Heaven at number 4. All right.
So let's play this. Let's go. right, track number 4 this week on the countdown. That was C-Bank with Heaven. She really trying to sneak up back up to number 1 spot, huh?
Yeah, you know, her and Chrissy are like, all right, guys, look, we gave you a little bit of time up there. You look, you know, your songs are nice, all of that, but you know, we're coming back for you know a top spot. So
yeah,
no, those songs are just beautiful. You know, the production on them is amazing. I mean, I sound like a broken record. I really do. I've said it a million times, and I'll say it a million more times. You know, that's why they're continuously moving back up the charts.
That's right.
Just that good. Songs are just that good. You know, C-Bank, Chrissy, 5 and 4. But we do have 3 more songs to go, Alex.
Yeah.
What do we have coming in for number 3 this week on the Freestyle Spotlight Countdown?
Okay, here goes. It was number 2 last week, making his 5th appearance on the show. Now it's number 3. And it's Clear Touch with I Know.
Oh, another beautiful song.
Yeah.
Beautiful song. All right, well, let's go.
Let's go.
Clear Touch at number 3. Go.
All right, channel number 3 this week on the countdown. I was Clear Touch with I Know. Man, I love the production on this track. I know.
Yeah, man, I love that song, man. It makes your hair stand up, man. Those vocals. Oof.
Yeah. Yes.
These guys, Clear Touch, the gentlemen of freestyle, and it shows.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
And it shows, and the way they sing and the way,
yeah,
they present themselves. I love the song.
Yeah. It's a great
I don't
track.
know. It's definitely good. It's one of those songs you wanna just drive.
Yeah.
I picture you drive in at night, chilling
yeah.
with your girl.
Yes, right.
On the countryside.
That's right.
It's a nice evening
with the top down.
Maybe roll the window.
Yeah.
Yeah. You turn it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Y'all just chilling. Yeah. Oh man, you definitely want to be bumping. Bumping that song at that moment.
Yeah.
The stars. You see the stars.
Yeah, all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, that's real nice. So, but we are now at your favorite part of the show, Alex. El arroz con habichuela con chuletas.
Oh yeah.
And I'm gonna add some tostones and a malta india y un aguacate.
Nice.
How about that?
Nice. That's perfect.
That's perfect, right?
Yeah.
So, we've had a lot of. I tell you what, we've had a lot of good music.
Yeah.
I mean, not that we normally don't. Of course, we always do, but some good stuff. That Brenda K. Star, Always Remember. Oof,
oh, that was
man.
awesome. I like that track.
Yeah, man, that's good. You got Jenna Liz popping in at number 10. See, it's different when you coming in at number 10 versus going out, because when you're going out, if you've been on the countdown and now you're at number 10, you're on the cliff. But she's climbing the cliff. She's climbing onto the countdown. She's at the top.
Yeah.
And for those that don't follow or haven't followed, we're only doing the top 10. We used to do top 15, so there was a lot of wiggle room from 11 to 15, but no more.
No more. That's
top 10. Either you're in the top 10 songs of the week, or you're not. You're either in or out.
That's
do or
it.
die.
Yeah,
that's how we call it.
Yep.
Do or die. So she popped in and she made it into the top 10. Hopefully she continues to climb.
Yeah.
And again, another excuse me, just kind of reiterating that tie at number 9 with Karina.
Double dose of
Karina. Double dose of Karina. You get 2 shots of Karina.
Yeah.
Can I get 2 shots of Karina, sir, please?
Yeah.
And then the bartender comes on and just puts you 2 shots of Karina right there.
That's it. Yeah.
Knock them back both. So at number 9, you get 2 shots of Karina.
Yep.
Number 8, Rebecca. She moved up a spot. 7, Luis Rivera's Julio Mena at 6, debuting at number 6.
Yeah.
Again, Brenda K. Star, the debut for this week with Always Remember, which is phenomenal.
Yes, it is.
Phenomenal.
Yes.
Chrissy back into the number 5 spot. C-Bank moving up to the number 4 spot.
Yeah.
Clear Touch at number 3. And again, we have 2 more songs to go.
Yeah.
Alex, what do we have for number 2?
All right, this song was number 3 last week, making his 4th appearance. So at number 2 is Tony Moran with Hurt So Bad. We just interviewed him just a few minutes ago.
We just interviewed Tony Moran.
Yeah.
And here he is at number 2. He just moved up. So congratulations to Tony. Tony Moran, It Hurts So Bad at number 2, which is a beautiful song. It's in my head every day.
Yeah.
I love it. Let's listen to it, Alex.
Let's go. track number 2. That was Tony Moran with "Hurts So Bad." Man, great track on it.
Oh yeah, man, that song is dope.
Yeah.
That song is dope. That's why I'd be thinking about that song.
Yeah.
It'd be rolling in my head all day long and stuff when I'm working. Makes you really think. It's one of those songs that makes you think. You know?
Yeah.
It's nice. The beat is dope.
Mm-hmm.
Vocals are dope.
It is.
Tony Moran is still on point.
Oh yeah, still on point. Yeah.
After all these all these few decades, still on point.
That's right.
Still on point.
That's why he's the legend. You know.
Hey, that's why he's a legend. The legendary Tony Moran.
Yeah.
You don't say you don't say that lightly.
Yeah.
You don't say that lightly. So
that's right.
That sounds dope. And it moved up, because it was at number 3 last week. It moved up, so I don't know. I don't know.
Let's see what happens.
Something brewing.
Yeah.
I don't know. So vote.
Vote. That's it.
Get those votes in there. So, Alex.
Yeah.
This seems to be very obvious as to who, or whose, I should say, are at number 1. Unless I'm completely off.
No, you're not off. No,
you're
not off. You're not off, and it's making its making it 3 weeks in a row already at number 1. Believe that?
3 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
3 weeks in a row, 3 to the max. As
right.
I'm telling you, these guys are wrecking the scene.
That's right.
This is the song of the summer.
Yeah.
It is bad. Bro, I'm telling you, this song is bad.
Oh yeah.
Bad in a good way. It's badass.
Those edits,
It
man.
is badass.
You got to hear those edits on the headphones, and you get to hear the quality to that track. You know.
Yeah. These guys, I'm telling you, that's why I say these guys are wrecking the scene, man. These guys came back. After all these years, they came back and just stormed in, And I'm gonna say, the same thing can be said about Clear Touch. So let's not forget them.
Yeah.
Because these guys, they've been doing their thing quietly, I guess you could say, but then they just stormed back into the scene. Again, with Clear Touch, with I Know, these songs are obviously different songs.
Yeah.
But you got these groups that are just coming back from the '90s hard.
Yes.
And then you see Tony Moran, you see Chrissy, you see C-Bank.
Yeah.
And then the top 5, and then the debut Brenda Kay with an amazing song with Always Remember.
Yeah.
Debut, our debut song of the week, and it's just like
it's like the top 5. They're all veterans. All veterans are top 5.
Double dose.
Yeah.
Double dose of Karina at number 9.
Yep.
A double shot.
Double shot. Yep.
Hold the liquor. I'll just take some Karina.
Yeah.
Double shot. Yeah, all the legends are just bam, and these songs are phenomenal. These these songs can rival anything.
Yes.
I don't care what anybody says. People, talking all kinds of crap. There's always somebody's got to say something.
It's always
and they talking about these songs that they don't need to be counting down music. They don't need to be listening. They don't need to be talking about nothing.
No.
If you have something to say about any of these songs that we just talked about, any of them, you just be quiet. Just be quiet. Don't even say nothing.
That's it. Button up your lip. That's it. Quiet.
Cállate la boca. No haces nada. Está hablando tanto mierda.
Yeah, that's it.
Anyways, whatever. Moving on. 3 to the max with I Knew It Was You, getting all kinds of votes on Facebook and on social media.
That's right, yeah.
People are loving it. They're wrecking the scene. These guys have the song of the summer. I can see them just performing everywhere. La nena, I love you. Oh my God. Let me take a picture or a selfie because oh my God. I see that.
Yeah, like they say, after the performance, they just grab their Bengay and then get back on the stage again.
Get the Bengay. Get back. Yeah, that's right. That's right. But no, I could see that. I could definitely see that. Yeah. It'd be dope to see, them and Clear Touch on the same ticket.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Yeah. That'd be crazy. All that time. And then I'd be, ay, bendito Dios mío, ay, ay, ay.
Yeah.
They won't even know what to do, these girls.
Yeah, that's true.
You know?
Yeah.
You see these guys on, you know, and you throw Tony Moran in there for good measure. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Forget it.
Yeah.
Game over.
Yeah.
Game over. So, yeah. I mean, that's the only thing that we could do is say our goodbye.
That's it, yeah.
Thank everybody. Again,
Mm-hmm.
we appreciate it. Like we do every week.
Yes.
And you know, the stations, everybody still in the chat room, you know, tuning in. For the producer DJ Lex, myself DJ Noel Nice, we are signing off.
Mm-hmm.
So,
see you guys next week.
Yeah, see you next week.
Let's go.
Peace.
Peace.
The Stream Mix Radio. The worldwide party station.
CFMAM Productions.
Oh, man. Radio has gotten boring.
Don't worry, we have a procedure for these situations.
Hey! Let's go! Let's go!
Music Lovers Radio and Freestyle Lovers Radio. Radio stations bringing back the fun.
You may take a break. Not us. We never take a break. We're always on.
MiamiMikeRadio.com.
Music 24/7.
You're in the mix. In the mix. On Classic 407. 407. Banging all the hits.
FM.
You're listening to Vibe 24/7. 24/7. Banging all the hits you love. Feel the vibe.
LMC Radio, playing music to touch your heart, and your mind to make you feel good.
FreestyleForever.com.
Latino 407, la emisora donde vive el corazón de nuestra gente.